See,
Oh, that's.
we got this ocean breeze.
But we already did that. That's
Yeah,
already.
we did that last week in the show, I think.
Sounds so good.
No, not that. It shouldn't have been that. It should have been the real one. I hope you didn't put that in. That I hope you didn't put that one in.
Oh, wait, this is the demo version.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you put the demo version in?
Oh,
If you did, I'm gonna cuss at you, Mike. You can't just
okay.
do that.
Let me see. Here's last week's show.
Solo song. Because I love you.
But that's the music's missing. I'll check. I'll let you know. Yeah. Hold on. Let me.
Man, you can't, Mike. You can't just put music in without talking to me if you don't know what it is. That ain't cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah,
no,
I
man,
agree.
you can't.
I
Yeah,
gotta
don't
double
do that.
check that
Don't. I don't
included.
care, man. Do not use my demos for the show. I don't do that.
No. Yeah, I agree. Let me double check that happened because I was using a music file with a whole bunch of music, and those
Yeah,
are
but
hanging
don't.
out. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
I
don't
played
do
those,
that.
but I'll double check I did. I absolutely, I agree.
Come on, man.
Hey, everybody.
That's what you do.
That's the one I played.
What? Let me hear.
That's the version that's in the show right here.
Let me
Playing.
hear. I can't hear it.
Turned it up.
I can't hear it.
Can't hear that. Stand by.
What's wrong with you? Why does it sound like that, Mike? Why am I not able to hear it?
Can you hear the show open when we start? Yeah, you do.
What?
You can hear this when we start the show, right?
Yeah, but it's always sounding ratty.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Show.
Are you saying that sounds ratty? What, Jay? What do you mean when it sounds ratty?
It sounds very ratty. It doesn't sound clean. It just it sounds like a placeholder.
Low level. This or are you talking about this part right here?
Show.
Yeah.
JK Show. 1580 KBLA. JK Show. The JK Show. The JK Show.
We got about 3 minutes. Turn that on. Turn this up.
I have about 1 minute.
Huh?
I have about 1 minute. So then I'll start the show. If you want to go 12 and 12
Okay.
for the hour,
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I got notes.
Okay, it's 1 minute right now.
Yeah.
Does Dan ever say, "What the hell are you doing?" Huh? Mike,
One more time.
does Deanne ever say, "What the hell are you doing? What are you doing with your life?"
He always says that. I think we're live.
Does she say, "You know what? I didn't know why I married you, but now I do, Mike. You're a great man."
I'm a good provider.
You are?
I think we need to be.
Huh?
You know, we all need to be.
You ready?
Yeah, givers. Yeah. So you want to introduce or like, okay, right on. Looking forward to the show.
All right.
J. King Show.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. I hope it's good for you. My name is Jay King. Welcome to the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. Today we got a good one for you. We're talking about the market, as in stocks, investment, and speculation, and how do you navigate in the current economic market we're in right now? How do you make informed decisions about investing, about speculating, and about participating in the stock market? Because it does require a combination of understanding macroeconomic trends, personal financial goals, and risk management. And my name is Jay King. I'm the president and CEO of the California Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm also the leader of the group Club Nouveau singing group. And I do a radio show on 97.5 FM KDEE in Sacramento. On Mondays from 1 to 3 p.m., I do a show called Politics. On Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, I do a show called Traffic Jams from 3 to 5 p.m. And Monday through Friday on jkingnetwork.com or JKing Network on YouTube, you can, or Facebook, you can find my morning podcast, which takes place Monday through Friday from 8 to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Each of the shows are different that I do. This show covers the gamut, everything from entertainment to politics to finances and everything in between. My morning shows are a lot more animated, very politically incorrect, humorous, and satire, and interesting all at the same time. This is the show that I do the most in. It's the most diverse of my shows. And today, I want to talk about the stock market. I want to talk about investment and speculation because I think when it comes to Black and brown communities, we have to start making these conversations, if I could say, a lot more critical in our communities. That we have to make these critical conversations if we're going to have any kind of financial growth and brevity, if you will, if we're going to build generational wealth, or at least wealth for the next generation to at least have a starting block. So I want to talk to you about some clear and actionable items that you can do today. Everything from speculating in cryptocurrency, which seems to be the order of the day. I believe I saw a report that said African Americans speculate in the cryptocurrency market at around 29%. And while Hispanics are at 18% and whites are at 11%. And it's because the entry barrier is easier to get to, because you, for mere hundreds and thousands of a penny, you can be in the crypto game. The problem is that it's speculative. And what happens with speculation is that you can hit a big bonanza. It can be huge for you, or it could literally nosedive in seconds. And there are more nosedives than there are bonanzas. So I always tell people who invest in cryptocurrency to invest with the understanding that it's speculative. Invest what you can lose. And you may end up on the fortunate end of a run. And I'll give you an example. When the Dogecoin came out, it was a joke meme. Nobody took it seriously. So I spent $100 and I purchased 50,000 coins, 50,000 Dogecoins. And I had them for over a year. And then all of a sudden, the Dogecoin went on a run, and it went to right around 70 cents a coin, a little higher. And my $100 turned into $35,000. So I sold 40,000 coins, took the 28,000, and kept 10,000 coins, thinking that it might go to $100 a coin, and $100 times 10,000 is $1 million. And I said I won't sell those coins until they got to 100. Well, I still have those 10,000 coins, and today they sit at $1,944.86. So that's about 19.5 cents a coin, which is a far cry from the 70 cents, but an even further cry than the $100 that I hope they go to. But I'll never sell them because of how I bought them. I also have the Shiba Inu coin, which I have 158,016,502 of those. Now, on that coin, I spent right at $1,300, and right now I'm up around 53%. It's worth a little more than $2,000. Now, the deal with that is that this coin was up 264%. It's now up 53%. So I've lost 214% over the last month because it's so volatile. So instead of me selling when it was at $4,000 or $5,000 and waiting, because I bought it so low, I just held on to it. I also have XRP. I'm up around 21% there. I have 400 coins there, 400 XLM, 12 million Pepe, and that's where I sit today. Those are my coins. And and in cryptocurrency, let me see, what is my value in cryptocurrency? My value in cryptocurrency is $5,496.05. That's all of my crypto together. Now, at one point, my crypto was worth a little more than $10,000, but that's the volatility of the market. I haven't touched it. It's just the way it is. And when you invest in cryptocurrency, it is a speculation. Now, some people buy it, sell it when it goes up, hold, and then buy on the dip again. I don't do that. I don't have that kind of time. So cryptocurrency is something that you should speculate with. If it is very volatile. Of course, the Bitcoin is the granddaddy of them all. Then you have Ethereum and the Litecoin. Then you have a bunch of other coins that are doing move. XRP. Some people say XRP is going to be a $10,000 a coin. That's the possibility of it. So I have 400 of those. So that's $4 million if it went to $10,000 a coin, and I'd take that based on the money I spent. Okay. You all have to know that in the world we're living in right now, the world is in speculation. Our economy is in speculation. But no matter what it is, if this thing fell out right now, do you have the financial wherewithal to weather it? Do you have extra cash socked away that can help you make it through the tough times? So when people say, the stock market might crash, the stock market crashes every day for somebody. If you bought a share at $20 and it goes down to $17, that was a crash for you. It was a slight crash. You don't have 20, now you have 17. And then the next day, if it goes down to 14, and then the next day or the next week, it goes down to 11 or 9 or 10, it's crashing. But don't panic and don't sell. You wait. You look at what you're holding on to. And then you say, you know what? When it gets to this number, when it loses 70% of its value, I'm going to buy double what I have. And what you're doing is buying your cost average down. So if you bought it $20 and it went down to $5 and you bought it and you bought the same amount, now your average cost is $12.50. But if you bought double that, now your cost average is $7 and it's at $5. So you're closer to breaking even. And if it starts to go back up to the $20 again, guess what? not only have you doubled your money, more than doubled your money, you can sell half of what you have, put it back in your pocket, go put it someplace else to work, and you can let that money sit there and do what it's going to do because it's house money. Now, let me say this to you guys. I'm not a professional. I don't get paid to do this. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not giving you any advice. I'm just sharing with you some of the things I've done that have ensured me to have emergency fund dollars that I can invest for a rainy day or until I become an older adult that can't function. So the show is called Investing in the Market. Why are we investing? Let me go back, Mike. I'm going to say it right here, and I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to say what the show is called. I'm going to say the show is called. The show is called The Stock Market, Speculation, and Investing. What does it all mean? By the time we're done here today, I hope it's clear to you what it all means. My name is Jay King. You're tuned into the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. We'll be right back.
Good. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Okay, another 12.
Another 12 minutes?
Yeah, if you want to go up to 12.
Okay. You ready? It's the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. I'm Jay King, and we're talking about the stock market, speculation, and investing, what it all means. The stock market is the index. It's a market where you can invest in companies that you know, that you believe in, that you like, that you think are going to be successful, that you think are special companies, or companies you just want to sink your money in because you think it's safe. And you do that by investing in the stock market. And there are different tools you can use. You can use a stock broking account. You can do it with a stockbroker or online on your own using an app. I use Robinhood because it's a very easy app to use, and it's what we trained people on that were first getting in the market, and I'm just used to it, so it's what I use. There's no one better than the other, in my opinion. It's just what's best for you as a user, and so it can fluctuate between what you want to use as a user. In the stock market, you can speculate. Speculation is in penny stocks. And penny stocks are stocks that are under $10. And so when you invest in a penny stock, you are investing in a company that's probably just starting, or a company that's been through some tough times, and the value of their stocks have dropped down, and now they're coming back. And so that's where the speculation comes in. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe that company works out, maybe it doesn't. And I remember when we invested in NIO, NIO. NIO is a Chinese electric car company. Well, we saw that stock when it was a buck, literally $1. And then it went up to $2 and $3. And some of us bought it at $1, some of us bought it at $2, some of us bought it at $3, but it ultimately went up to $64. And if you bought 100 shares at $1, you spent $100. And if you sold it at $64, your $100 turned into $6,400. If you had 1,000 of them, $1,000 turned into $64,000. A lot of people got rich and made a lot of money off NIO. Then NIO started coming down because of the trade war between the United States and China, because of COVID and a whole bunch of other things. But NIO is now, it went all the way down to $3 and something, is now on the rise again. So I own about 400 shares of NIO because I know the history of it, and I know what it can go to, and it was projected to go to $325 a share, and that's why I bought it in the first place, and then sold it, and then bought it back again. So you can speculate in the stock market, and then you can buy stocks that aren't going to go anywhere. They're going to be here. Stocks like Apple, stocks like Starbucks and Nike, Tesla, Google, and Nvidia. Those things aren't going, they're going to be here, but they're going to cost you money. Right now, if you wanted to buy a stock and Nvidia, it would cost you $164.09. But just 3 or 4 months ago, when it split, maybe a little longer than that, but when it split, you could have bought the same share for bucks, $45. And right now, you would be up 200%. So you got to know that how the market is changing, and you got to buy in to those types of stocks and let them grow, and don't worry about it. And if you're going to be in the market, you can't be in the market with money that you're going to need. You got to be in the market with money that you're not worried about, you're not going to spend, you just want it to grow. And from time to time, you look at it, you change your position, something might have outgrown itself, and you feel like, hey, I've made enough money here, and you want to sell the whole position and buy something else, you can. My golden rule is, when my money doubles, I will sell half of it and let the other half sit and see how far it will grow. And I'm going to tell you why I do that. I bought a stock called Pelotar, PLTR. That is the ticker, PLTR. My son told me about it. I bought me some, I bought him some. And we bought it $9.64. And it went up to $45. And I sold it because I made a lot of money on it. But my son didn't sell his. And he bought his, same as me, $9.63. He's up 1,447.56%. Yeah, 1,000%. 1,447. And when I look at what I sold and how much I sold it for, I kick myself in the butt, because those same 100 shares that I bought for $964 and sold for $4,500, had I held on to them right now today, they'd be worth $14,901. But this is how you learn about the market. You have to be in it. And once you're in the market, you get a better understanding of how it works. And, you'll speculate on certain things. You'll win sometimes, you'll lose sometimes. But more importantly, you'll learn all the time. And I'm learning all the time. And so now I'm not, I don't panic. Today, I did something that I don't normally do. I had an option call on Big Bear AI out to January of 2026. And I sold it today because I was up 200%. And I wish I had now. I just sold it. I'm up 200 and some odd percent. I sold it, but I got buying power now. So I'm just looking at it and saying, did I really want to sell it? But now I'm looking at another position. So options and option contracts and buying stocks are two different things. I'm not going to talk about options today in depth, because of how difficult they are to understand, because it's a whole method to them. It's you don't own the stocks, but you own the position for a certain period of time. It's 100 shares in each option contract. You can sell it at any time, even though you have an expiration date. If it's too much for me to even explain to you guys. But I want you to know that it has to start being a conversation uh, in your circle if you are going to make an impact financially in your life for the future. You're not going to make an impact in your life financially if you don't do some investing. I don't care how much money you make. You have to make your money work, make your money turn into capital. And it will be for days like this, the days that are coming up, these Donald Trump days, where we don't know where the market is going to go, and you will have to figure it out. And just imagine if you put $5,000 or $10,000 in the market, and now you need it, and now it's $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. Just how much pressure it takes off your heart, off your spirit, off your life, so that you can navigate and make some other kind of decisions. A lot of times we are in panic mode. So it's hard for us as a community to make smart decisions because we're staying alive, staying alive. Ha, 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 ha. We're just trying to stay alive. So I'm going to talk to you guys about some stocks I think you should look at. These are going to be what we call penny stocks. The two that I pick, I'll give you a little background on them. Again, I'm not a professional. I don't do this for a living. I don't get paid to do this. I'm not charging a fee to do this. Anything that I speak to you about is just me just sharing information. And I say, speak to a professional, somebody that's in the finance business, that's in the stock market. The information I give you, you can bring it to them and say, hey, this guy said this. What do you think about it? And I think if I made some good decisions for myself. And I always tell people, if you got something that's good and you hold it close to your chest and you don't share it, you're a selfish mother figure. And I don't want to be one of those. I don't want to be selfish. I think everybody should have opportunity to win. Everybody should have the opportunity to grow financially, and we should be sharing information with each other every chance we get. My name is Jay King. You're tuned into the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580, and we will be right back.
Cool. Now I got Staying Alive in my head.
Yeah. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes, I'm ready. Anytime.
We're doing 4 minutes here.
9, if you don't mind.
9 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, or flexible. You
9
longer,
minutes.
short.
9 minutes, fine. It's the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. We're talking stock. We're talking the stock market. We're talking speculation. We're talking investment. We're talking about changing your life, changing the way you see your financial life. And people think you have to spend a lot of money, or you got to have a lot of money to be in the stock market. And that's just not true. If you just put, every time you decide to go get a pizza, put that pizza money in a jar. Don't go get it. Every time you decide to go get a Starbucks coffee, put that Starbucks coffee money in a jar. Don't go to Starbucks. Every time you want to go buy something from the store, buy some clothes, put that clothes money in a jar, and start stacking that money. And then once you get a couple of $100, go into the stock market and buy some things. Look, if you had talked to me 5 months ago, you could have bought Evolve, EVLV, for $2.88 a share. $2.88 a share.
Now, Evolve has gone up and down, and it has been as high as $6 a share, 6.20. But guess where Evolve is right now? Evolve is at $5.70 a share. So I'm up 97.92%. Now I've been over 100%. It's been like at 112, 120, 120%, 112%. But I didn't sell. Even though I could have sold, got my money, because I think it's going to go higher, right? But if you had taken 100 or $288 and bought 100 shares of Evolve 4 months ago, 4 months later, it would be worth $570. Now, at one point, it's worth $620. So really, you could have, your $288 that you put in, you could have sold half of your Evolve shares, held on to 50, sold 50, got $300 for it. So you'd have made $12 on your 288. But now you could take your 288 and go invest in something else, because the other $300, it ain't your money, it's house money. Let that just grow. Now, I look at Evolve, and then I look at Peloton, and I say, man, I wish I would have held on to some Peloton. But I didn't hold on to Peloton because I didn't understand it at that time. I just knew that I bought it for $9. I sold it for $45. I made a bunch of money. And I was like, yeah. But if I knew then what I know today, I might have sold half of them, kept the other half, and let it keep growing and growing and growing, and maybe shed some as I go along. That's what I'm going to do with Evolve once I sell it. So, but Evolve is at $5.70 a share now. And I'm like, man, so I'm okay there. I bought Big Bear AI options at $290 a contract, and I brought one contract at $290. It went all the way down to 60 something. I bought 9 more contracts, bought my cost average down to $78.50, and then it went crazy. It went to over $238. And so I sold a contract. So my $700 that I spent, $780 turned into $2,300. So I made 3 times what I put in. So, and then that money just sits, and I put it to work someplace else. So that's why penny stocks are interesting and exciting. So I'm gonna tell you guys about a penny stock that I'm going to buy tomorrow. It's called Wolf, WLF. If you go, it's TeraWulf is the company, but the ticker is Wolf, WULF. Right now it's trading at $5.09 a share. So TeraWulf Inc. owns and operates fully integrated, environmentally clean Bitcoin mining facilities in the United States. TeraWulf will generate domestically produced Bitcoin powered by nuclear, hydro, and solar energy. The company was founded by Paul Prager and Nazar Khan on February 8, 2021, and is headquartered in Easton, Maryland. The listed name for WULF is TeraWulf Inc. Common Stock. So I'm going to buy 100 shares of TeraWulf tomorrow for $509 or less. I don't want to pay more than $509. I'm going to pay $509 or less. I'll wait for, if it starts to go up, I'll just watch it. And this is just how I do it. I'm going to watch it because that means it's on a run and it'll fall back down again. So I like to buy things when they're in the red, not the green. When they're in the red, they got a chance to go up. And then I got to do research. So TeraWulf is one of the things that I'm buying. And then another stock I'm going to buy is Rich Tech Robotics. Rich Tech Robotics engages in the development of robotic technologies. The firm designs, manufactures, and sells robots to restaurants, hotels, senior living centers, casinos, factories, and movie theaters. Its robots perform a variety of services, including restaurant running and busing, hotel room service delivery, floor scrubbing and vacuuming, and beverage and food preparation. So the company was founded by Zen Wu Hong and Zen Kwai Hong on July 9th, 2016, July 19th, 2016, and it's headquartered in Las Vegas. The ticker is RR. Okay. R like Robert, R like Robert. Guess what it's trading at? It's trading at $1.81. $1.81. So tomorrow, I'm going to buy 100 shares at $1.81 or $181. And again, I'm looking at the technology. I'm looking at what it is and that, what robotics are doing right now. And so you want to get into a company, and these are penny stocks. These are speculation stocks. So I want you to know that it's speculative. I'm looking at, and you have to be willing. So right now, I'm willing to put $700 on the line for 200 shares of stocks between these two companies, 100 shares each. And some people will call it a gamble, but this is where you read about a company, you read about what they're doing. And the beauty that you guys have in front of you is that you can use AI to find out about these companies. You can do all types of research on the internet. That's what's incredible about the internet now and about information. We're in the information society. The 52-week high on this was $5.20, and the 52-week low was $30. I mean 30 cents. And here it sits at $1.81. So these are the two stocks that I'm going to look at this week and purchase and see what I get. When I come back, I'm going to tell you about some of the other speculative stock that I bought and what's happened with them and how my portfolio is doing. My name is Jay King. You're listening to 1580 KBLA. You're listening to Talk 1580. What is this thing, Mike? What is it?
KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to KBLA Talk 1580. We'll be right back. Thanks.
Yeah. No, I'm running out of paper. I'm taking so many notes. Good stuff. All right. 2 4s.
2 4s.
Yeah.
All right. It's the Jay King Show. You ready? You ready, Mike?
Yeah, Jay, I'm ready.
Okay. It's the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. I'm Jay King. Just talking about the speculative market that we're in, the investing market that we're in the market overall. And, when you are building a portfolio, you do want some speculative stocks because of their ability to grow and grow exponentially. But you also want to make sure you have the staples, the Teslas, the Googles, the Metas, the Apple, the Nvidia. You want to make sure that Chipotle, and then you want some of the other stocks that are that are going to bring you a dividend. So you get a dividend. Lamb Research, for instance, they pay a dividend to you, and Meta pays a dividend to you. Apple pays a dividend to you. These are stocks that just pay you dividends. What I do is my dividends, I put them right back into the stock. So I don't take a check from the dividends. I just buy more of that stock, and it just continues to add until it builds up to one. So I'm going to tell you guys about a couple of other stocks I think that you might look at. Lucid Group is one of them. LUCID. Lucid Group. They manufacture electric vehicles. The Lucid Group designs, develops, and builds energy storage systems for electric vehicles. and supplies automakers with the battery pack system needed to power hybrid, plug-in, and electric vehicles. The company was founded in December of 2007 and is headquartered in Newark, California, right here. They have 6,800 employees, and their 52-week high for the stock was $4.43. The 52-week low was $1.93. Today's high was $2.31, and today it sits at $2.23. This is a speculative stock, but it's a stock that I'm going to buy or that I have bought. I didn't say I'm going to buy. I bought, and I'm going to tell you guys where I bought it at. Right now, it's at $227 a share, and I bought it, and I have 500 shares, and I bought it at $2.46. So right now, I'm down about 7.8%, but I'm not worried about it. It makes up about 4% of my portfolio. I know that over time, this is going to be a great stock that is going to add a lot to the industry of the electric car industry, and I'm looking forward to it. So Lucid, LCID, you can check that out. And again, I'm not a professional. I'm not licensed to do this. I'm just giving you information and giving my opinion on different stocks that I hold in my portfolio, with hopes that if you do research, that you can tell me if I'm doing the right thing or not. You know, the same way I'm giving you information, I'm hoping that you'll give me some. And then another stock that I think is interesting is Big Bear AI. It's trading right now at $6.92. I'm going to tell you about Big Bear when I come back. I hope you are enjoying the show, because we want to make sure that we get you as much good information as we possibly can about the market. My name is Jay King. You're tuned in to KBLA Talk 1580, and we will be right back.
Got it. Cool. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, one more.
Okay. That's top 4 minutes?
Yeah,
Okay. Is it 4 minutes?
it is 4.
You're tuned into the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. I hope you have enjoyed this show. We're talking about the stock market. And, really, you can't do a whole lot in 40 minutes. You can just talk about a couple of different things. But what I would like to do is, every time I talk about these things, almost just push you into saying, let me check this out myself, and hopefully you'll get better than me at it, and then give me some information, and then I'll be able to glean from you as you've gleaned from me today. Big Bear AI is another stock that I'm crazy about. I like it. I think it's going to be. It might do what Nvidia did, and Nvidia just took off. A lot of people made a lot of money on Nvidia because they were there from the very beginning. Big Bear AI Holdings Inc. engages in data-driven decision dominance and advanced analytics that provides its customers with a competitive advantage in a world driven by data that is growing in terms of volume, variety, and velocity. The firm operationalizations artificial intelligence and machine learning at scale through its end-to-end data analytics platform. It deploys its observe, orient, and dominant products to customers throughout the defense, intelligence, and commercial markets. So this AI deals with defense, it deals with intelligence, and it deals with commercial markets. And right now it's $6.92, and I would even wait to see because it's been on a run. It was up as high as $8, close to $8, and then it came down, and now it's coming back up again. So I would even wait to see when it takes that little dip and jump on it. But it's exciting. The stock market is exciting, and if you haven't engaged in it, and you hear people talk about it and you think that it's above your head and all that. It is now. And it's above your head because you're not in it. But once you've been in it, you'll start having the conversation with me like I'm having it right now with you listening. And we'll be on the same page. It's just like working a job. You know, when you first get that job, everything seems so overwhelming. And then after a while, it becomes routine. That's the same with the stock market. Kronos is another stock you might want to look at. CRON. Kronos is a marijuana stock. It is out of Canada. Kronos Group engages in the production and distribution of cannabis. It operates through the Canada and Israel segments. The company was founded in August 21st, 2012, and is headquartered in Toronto, Canada. And right now they're selling for $2.05 a share. So the day that cannabis becomes legal in the United States, you can rest assured that Kronos is going to go through the roof. Well, that's it, you guys. That was pretty fast. But that's the market in a nutshell. That's what investing and speculating in the market, that's what it looks like, it's what it sounds like. It is what it is. And I hope I have enticed you, invigorated your mind to want to know more about it. My name is Jay King. You've been listening to the Jay King Show at KBLA Talk 1580. And we'll see you next time.
Cool. Very good.
So,
Yeah. So do you recommend with crypto buying a lot, a little bit of a lot, or
No.
targeting and researching?
I think you target, you research. A lot of happens in the crypto market happens with word of mouth, people you trust, people that have been in it, things that are happening. XRP is a cryptocurrency that's been spoken about. It used to be called Ripple, and it had technology that allowed you to move money from one place to the next in 3.5 seconds. So the Japanese used it for a minute to move money, and it would move money versus 3 to 5 days.
Mhm.
It would 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, send me something, Lee Fletcher. You can send me something. Wow, Nvidia is up $2.94 overnight after hours. What did you ask me, Mike? I was getting ready to tell you something.
I was asking you about crypto, and should you just
Yeah,
just firebomb the market and grab everything, or
No. So
time?
you find,
A
so
lot of it.
like I have the Litecoin, I have Ethereum, but I bought XRP. I bought XRP because of what was said about it. I bought it for $2.38. It's right now $2.91. So of course I'm up, I'm up in value on it, but not by much, right? But I bought it because they said it would go to $10,000 a share. I mean, a coin. So I bought 400 coins at $2.23 or whatever it was. So I'm $2.23 a coin. I got 400 coins. So that puts me right at $1,000, right? A little under $1,000. And right now it's worth $1,165. So I'm up 4%.
Yeah.
My total return is 22.09%. And I could sell it now and take this money, or I can wait, because if it goes to $10,000 a coin, Mike, and I have 400 coins. Can you count, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, that's,
four
I use a calculator.
four
But yeah,
coins would
that's
be
a lot.
$40,000. 40 coins would be $400,000. 400 coins would be $4 million.
Mhm.
And I spent $1,000. So tell me how. So that's the beauty in the crypto world. You can become very rich. It's just that there are more scams than not, and that's why you have to be really careful.
Yeah. What I was just curious, when you were growing up in North Sac,
Mhm.
what did you do to save money? Like to squirrel money away? What did you sacrifice?
I never had money, so
Uh-huh.
you never had enough money to save money. Because it was that tight.
So when you like, okay.
Yeah, no, it was it was that tight. Your mom and dad couldn't save money because everything went to staying alive.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think we're all young and scraping for sure.
it's not until I got older that I was able to save money and and make it where I could put sock money away for just in case.
Yeah. 'Cause that's important. I mean,
Yeah.
saving money is really important. You gotta put some away
Yes.
because you never know what's gonna happen. Or you have an opportunity and you have something.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It says, oh, John Beckman's birthday's tomorrow. That would be nice.
I don't
Send in
believe that.
John Beckman sighting.
Uh-huh.
Well, I think we're great. It was a good show. Always super informative. All your shows. I loved last week's show. It's on the podcast. The
Okay.
Greater Sacramento Urban Music Awards. Yeah.
Yep. Litecoin, Lite, not Lyte. Lite. Litecoin. Christy Graham. We doing? We're good.
Yeah. I'm good.
Yeah, well,
I'll have this posted. I'll do it tonight.
okay.
Yeah. Really good info.
All right, you guys. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Jay.
Hey, this thing, it doesn't show me where I can click out. Before I used to be able to just click out. Now it doesn't have the little exit thing anymore. That's weird.
End stream in the upper.
No, not in stream where I can come out of the
Oh, exit stage. You see
Yeah.
the picture of you at the bottom?
Oh yeah, no, I can do that. I'm talking about when I want to leave the room. You can't just leave the room
right.
anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Studio. Okay.
All right.
Are you full screen or are you minimized?
No,
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, it's the very last box now. It looks like a little square with an arrow going to the right.
oh,
Stream-
that I see it. I
Yeah.
see it. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what, sorry
Okay.
about that.
That's all right. I know.
New-
Okay.
Right on. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, Snitchy. Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
Yay. All right. Peace out.